Good evening, Rigid the Third. You're on time as usual, just like clockwork.
Why, thank you, Principal Dialectic. I just can't stand it when there's a change in the schedule. I haven't stayed in the same job in the same district and lived in the same house for all of these 20 years for no reason.
Have you seen Mr. Adaptable today, by any chance? He's 5 minutes late.
Why, no, I can't say that I have. I never look outside my classroom window. Being late is unacceptable. I always get up at exactly the same time each day, go to work at the same time, and leave work at exactly the same time. Plus, the school handbook dictates that we must always be on time for every meeting. It's on page 34, line 16.
Whoa! There was a tiger at my bus stop, so I had to create a paraglider from an old sailboard, then leap off a mountain to get here.
Impossible! There are no tigers in Victoria. Page 12, line 42 of the school handbook states that it is not acceptable to lie to another member of staff.
Easy there, Mr. Rigid the Third. Please try to be polite. Mr. Adaptable, your father MacGyver would be proud of you. Now down to business. Grade 5's yearly campout in the woods is almost upon us. You two will be the lead teachers facilitating the event. I trust it will run smoothly and without incident. I have placed you two in charge of this together for very good reasons. Goodbye.
Oh man, major bummer. Planning a camp? I'm no good at thinking ahead. I live in the now. How can we possibly organize all this, Rigid?
Have you even read the school handbook, Adaptable? Pages 74 through to 87 clearly lay out how to organize and plan school excursions. I have been the sole lead teacher on the camp every year for 10 years now. I cannot even begin to fathom why Principal Dialect put us together for this event. Still, page 62, line 13 of the school handbook clearly states that we must follow explicit instructions from school leadership.
There are procedures and policies in place already for this? I had no idea. Wow, Rigid, that is totally awesome. I always thought you were a bit of an old stiff, but your knowledge of the school handbook really saved the day here. How can you even remember all of that? Now, children, let's see how many flowers we can all collect. Then we'll gather the data, average the results, and make a graph when we get back to the campsite. Remember, stay within sight of me at all times.
Mr. Adaptable, where have you and the students been? We're supposed to be back at the campsite, completing page 29 of the mathematical textbook, Graphs and Averages.
But we aren't making use of this beautiful landscape if we do that. I thought this was a better way.
Enough! I have run this camp exactly 10 times now. I explicitly wrote down in the plan that students were to complete page 29 today. Page 29! Deviation will not be tolerated. Wait, what is that? Is that a tiger? My goodness! What shall we do? There's nothing in the school handbook that deals with this.
Don't worry, I think I know what to do. Ha! Ha! Ho! Ha! 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 Ho! Ha!
Wow, Mr. Adaptable, I am impressed. I can't imagine what would have happened if you weren't here. Thank you.
No problemo, Rigid. If you'd like, I can show you how I'm incorporating page 29 into our outdoor setting. The math textbook has valuable information, but let's make it fun and contextual for the students.
I don't usually condone deviation from the norm, but I believe that from now on I might make some exceptions. To be quite honest, I think we've both learned a valuable lesson from this. We must thank Principal Dialectic when we get back to school.
Right on, Rigid! I feel much closer to you now. I also value your perspective much more than I did before.
A few questions to get you thinking. How can we as leaders use staff strengths to create more dynamic teams?
Have you ever been paired in a situation where a leader paired you with someone dichotomous to you?
How does a leader best communicate their expectations around dialectics to their staff?